Some of the biggest e-commerce business opportunities are found in the things that we utilize every day. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing Blissy, which is a pillowcase brand. So it's a brand that makes pillowcases. And that's kind of a crazy niche, right? Because it sounds simple, because it is. But if you really think about it, right, everybody uses a pillow. Every single person basically that has a bed owns a pillow. And the majority of those people that own pillows want the best pillowcases for those pillows. And there's a lot of benefits to pillowcases when they are made out of silk, which is a very high quality material. And in today's video, we're going to explore how this brand has achieved $100 million plus in revenue in this simple niche. There's a lot of things that we can learn from it, tons of things. And I'm going to highlight some of those things in case you can't see them, because my name is Ari and I run Blue Dot Holdings. It's a company that owns a bunch of e-commerce companies. We have an 8-figure portfolio, and in one of those companies is a Chemi Lab, which is an agency. So I also get to see a ton of other awesome e-commerce brands that do crazy numbers. So I'm able to spot a lot of these things, and therefore, hopefully you can get a lot of added value from my analysis here. But anyways, let's get started. The brand, first of all, the first thing that I got to highlight, which is really interesting, is they go insane crazy style when it comes to scarcity. Like, they go crazy with scarcity. As you see, every single day they're running this 25 off sale with a crazy timer, and this works, right? If we look at their similar web traffic, this is just exploding every single month, going crazier and crazier. Of course, this was the holiday season, so it's expected, but there's just so much that they're doing here that is very clever in my opinion. So let's click one of their products, right? When we land here, and we can look at it in mobile view, we can look at it in normal view. It doesn't really matter because it's pretty similar. Of course, though, make sure if you do some sort of analysis to get inspiration from a website, make sure you apply most things in mobile view, because that's how most people shop on the internet. But the first thing that I want to highlight, of course, is the scarcity. There's just crazy scarcity on this, and you may be thinking, man, this looks terrible, right? This looks ugly. This looks whatever you want to say about it, right? But guess what? It works. So whether or not it looks good, it's kind of up to interpretation. It's getting sales. It's getting results. People are shopping this stuff. The second thing that we can highlight here that's super important that you can learn from, right? First thing is, of course, the scarcity and the offer. Like, buy 3, get 1 free plus free gift. So you're getting 2 things for free when you buy 3 things. That's a pretty special offer. It sounds simple, again, because it is. And to be honest, the simpler you make something, the better, right? Like, people just want to understand what they're getting from this, what value there is. And here's the second thing we can learn. Their second image is a image that basically tells you all the benefits of the product right away. I see so many stores these days, they just have like simple white product background images. But guess what? People oftentimes don't even scroll beyond this section, right? Like, they don't go down here necessarily to see the benefits of the product. They want to see them right away. They want to shop ASAP. Like, they don't want to wait. They're impulsive. They just want to click, done, right? So they want to click here. Oh, okay, I'm going to sleep cooler. It's hypoallergenic, better skin. Whoa, I'm going to get better skin. This is probably not something I thought about when it comes to skincare, right? Better hair. So this right here actually is probably the biggest driving factor for their success, in my opinion, is these 2 angles, right? The better skin and the better hair. Very interesting. They are running a ton of ads. We'll get into that in just a second here. But yeah, they have a super strong direct response approach to their e-commerce and Shopify business. But I really do think there's so much to be learned from it. I think most brands could apply something like an offer like this and really see sales boom, especially with Facebook ads. If you're a Facebook ads first brand, like if you kind of rely on Facebook ads for sales, then it is pretty smart to think about strong offers that really get results with Facebook ads. And this is one of them. Now, as you scroll down further, now you're starting to get, some authority, some big badges of authority, and then, more authority, like award-winning, then more authority, clinically backed results, some actual doctors here that talk about their pillowcases, videos of doctors. So it's literally just authority, right? Like, they're really trying to convince you that they're the best solution. And that's actually something that I saw Neil Patel recently post. He posted a ton of data that he has from his agency. He has a pretty much like $1 billion agency at this point. So they got a crazy amount of data on e-commerce brands. And basically what they said is that most customers actually would rather just shop for the best product than the cheapest product. So it does make sense to just really hammer people with like the reason why your product is the best. And they do such a brilliant job at that. So, I would say copying this template is not a bad idea at all for your product. It's really, really, really well done. And the reviews are at the bottom here, very simple. Their social media strategy is pretty good too. So, they have a lot of followers on social media, although they're not getting crazy engagement. They're not going that crazy when it comes to their Instagram Reels, for example. They're posting consistently, but nothing too crazy. This one has performed well, but, it's kind of, I'm guessing they're running it as an ad, and that's why it's performed well. They have a YouTube channel where they kind of have this like podcast thing going on, which is pretty smart actually. So they're consistently posting on YouTube and probably running some of these as ads. So yeah, some of these that have millions of views, they are definitely being ran as ads on YouTube. So I guess what's next? So yeah, TikTok. They do post a lot on TikTok, and they're definitely running a lot of TikTok ads. We know that by these views, right? Like these are not naturally like viral videos, at least not to me. Let's check them out super fast. So buy Blissy's silk pillowcase instead. Please, please, please stop buying satin pillowcases that are bad for your hair and skin. So they're kind of going with this song too, this Sabrina Carpenter song, and that's a pretty good angle, right? So as you see, that's the angle that's really winning here on TikTok is the skin and hair. That's kind of what I thought, right? I hadn't really analyzed it quite yet, but I knew that those would be the strongest angles here because, yeah, you don't really ever think about it. You don't think about your pillowcase as like the potential cause of bad skin and hair. So you can build an entire business off that angle, and that's kind of what they've done, right? So as you see here, some of their ads, you may not be able to read this, but this says reduce hair shedding with Blissy silk. So boom, they're like really going after that pain point, hair shedding. Who would have thought? Maybe your pillowcase is shedding your hair. That's a really strong angle, actually. Wow. My husband noticed a huge difference in his hair. That's a huge pain point, right? Like a lot of guys, this is such a brilliant angle. Like, my goodness. And in the ad copy, all they're doing is just constantly talking about how this is the dermatologist recommended, award-winning, blah, 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 right? And then, they're talking about the benefits after talking about so much authority. Leave satin in 2024, upgrade to Blissy. So this is more for like product aware people that already know, sort of like they already use a satin pillowcase, so they're already in the market for upgrading their pillowcase. These are more for people that like they don't really know that this could be affecting them, right? That their pillowcase could be harming their hair and nails. Buy 3 get 1 free, so that's just a straight up offer. So this is for people that already know about Blissy, right? They already know the brand. They just want to get a good deal. Not like cheap satin. Let's see some of these video ads. I'm very curious. I got to turn it off and turn off the sound just in case it's copyrighted. But let's see. This is the only thing that prevents pillow scars. What even is a pillow scar? I made a huge mistake with no time to repent. I bought satin pillowcases thinking they were just as good as silk. There's a reason why satin and cotton pillowcases are so cheap. They're terrible for your skin and hair. They promote acne, skin irritation, bacterial growth. Ew. These are really good ads. So they even show like some clinical studies, basically, some lab results of the bacteria that you get in your, this is kind of a long ad, but it's really, really well done. And they're running a ton of these styles of ads. So they're clearly working with a variety of creative agencies here. I doubt that these are all produced in-house. It ends in 13 minutes. That is crazy, crazy scarcity. I don't know the legalities of these things, but this is clearly working for them. So this was started on January 9th. It's a sale that ends in 13 minutes. That is wild. So let's actually click that. I want to see. Oh, and it sends them to a listicle. That's very interesting. This pillowcase is quickly becoming the must-have holiday gift of 2024. interesting that they're running this and started running it in January 9th, 2025. I don't know if their media buyer like messed that up or what happened there, but that's not very congruent. But who knows, right? I can't see their ad account, so maybe it is performing extremely well. Either way, there's just so much here to learn. I'm definitely writing a lot of these things down in my head. This is certainly how we see a lot of success with some of our brands too. Just a lot of scarcity. It may not be, hey, it's not the prettiest, it's not the, coolest thing to do, but it certainly works, right? And big numbers are pretty cool to me. So hopefully you learned something from this. Maybe take it with a grain of salt, as always, right? Like, you don't need to copy this. There's brands that are doing it differently that are also succeeding. So do what's best for your brand, do what's best for you. But definitely take down some notes here in your head about what things you can maybe implement into your brand. Maybe more social proof, maybe more scarcity, maybe less scarcity, maybe, more sales, less sales, more ads showing reviews. There's many things that you could do here. I really personally love this angle a lot, the pillowcase angle for reducing hair shedding. And this one where it says, my husband noticed a huge difference in his hair. I feel like that's such a strong angle because it's obviously aimed at women, right? But it also catches the attention of men. And women know like the struggle that men are going through, right? I'm sure they do. I mean, maybe not. I have no idea, but I would assume they do. So they want to fix that for them, for their husbands. So this, like, I just feel like this nails it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. That's pretty much it for this one. Make sure you join the Accumulab Accelerator community. There's people joining the chat right here. The reason why is because as soon as I finish recording this, I'm joining this and I'm about to talk with the community, and we're going to go through a lot of stuff. There's a lot of really cool research here, tutorials, 8-figure entrepreneurs in here, 7-figure entrepreneurs in here. It's a great network, a great space to be, and you can learn more about that with the link in the description. That's pretty much it. Peace.